Welcome back to my perspective. It's your boy Rick, back with your girl JC,
Hey.
and today I got some blind questions for y'all. There been no advertising. We ain't practice nothing. I'm just gonna hit her with a few questions that I have. Um, how you doing today, JC?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you? It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. Ratings has actually been a little better. Surprisingly, everything is gonna take time, but
You saying it's better without me? I'm fucking with you.
always. But I mean, no, but the crowd does like you. I want to say that. So welcome back is on a positive note. I have a question. So from your perspective, is it okay for your significant other to go out with the opposite sex? So let's say you got a man, right?
Okay.
And your man like
I love this hypothetical.
your man like, oh yeah, um me and my homegirl, we're gonna go out on a like we're gonna go out to like the movies or something. Like we're gonna go out. You cool with that? Now I know
So,
I know his boys probably won't be that much of an issue, but he like, yo, he's letting you know.
but if I
Yeah,
know, so for me, like if I came in a situation, I knew this was your friend, right? Because I feel like if that's your friend, that's your friend. Like I'm not one of them chicks. Like, oh no, you can't have female friends. It doesn't work. Whatever. I'm cool. Like, just make sure you reciprocate, and not on no tit for tat shit, but if I come into a situation, I already have these male friends who I've had, for a time, and now all of a sudden here come, all these male friends I all of a sudden have. But yeah, I'm cool with that. Like, this is your friend. Y'all have been friends before I was in the picture. You know what I'm saying?
what
Yeah.
if they became friends when you was in the picture? They just chilling.
You mean became friends like through work or something? Like I'm trying, like,
I
give me
mean,
some.
I'm just generally. It don't gotta be work.
I mean,
Maybe it was. I guess it would have to. It'll make sense if it was work.
yeah, because you're not
Yeah,
meeting no friend at the club while you hanging out with your homies. Like, nah, that's nah, we're not doing it.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel
like
like if
that.
it's a work thing, I feel like as long as I'm made aware of said friendship, no matter how it comes to be,
Right.
I'm going to be very secure in who I am. Like, you going to cheat if it's with her or somebody else, that's what you choose to do. Whether you know what I'm saying? So
That's facts. That's
I'll
facts.
never look at it like, oh, well, he got a female friend, he going to cheat. Like, he could cheat with the chick that I don't know that's his, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah.
have fun, bring me some food back. Like, listen,
I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying.
yeah. Now, for you, your perspective,
Oh, if
is it okay if your lady
go out with a homeboy.
go out with her homeboy?
So here's the thing, right?
Wait, two part. And if it is okay, right, for them to go out, where, what are you like? Is the movies an okay place?
Nah. See,
Why not?
that's what my response was. See, it all depends. So like, I don't give a fuck if it's a homeboy from way back when. If it's
Okay,
not your brother, y'all don't share blood. Um, the situation got to make sense. And I'm very unfair. Let's make that clear. I'm
we
very
know,
unfair with that.
we know.
Um, I'm not saying it's okay if the shoe is on the other foot and you show me a different perspective and I could look at it this way that way and be like, okay, I completely understand. Respectfully, I'm gonna respect what you're saying. I don't hear that shit if it's on the other end. Like if you want some like, oh, yeah, me and my homeboy, he asked if we go watch a movie, da da da. I'm gonna be there too. Me, you, and a nigga. There. That's what we all need to watch that movie
But
because
what if it's a movie you don't want to see and you know she want to go see and you like, I'm not gonna go see that shit.
I, I
Wait,
like a lot of movies.
all right,
So
Wicked come out Friday, right? You gonna go see Wicked?
that's the Wicked Witch shit.
Yeah.
I'm taking my child.
Nah, nah.
So all right, so let's say she
Oh
won't go
girl
see
want,
Wicked
oh girl
and she
want to
won't
go
go
see
see with her
Wicked.
homeboy.
You already like, I'm not gonna go see that. I don't want to
Right.
go see
And
that.
she like her
But
homeboy going,
homeboy like, oh, my homeboy gonna go see Wicked with me. Like,
nah,
we
fuck that. Nah, we go there. Me and her gonna go. I
okay,
watch Wicked with her. That's
okay,
not it. Nah, cause so I don't
okay.
trust niggas. You just
But you
like
but do you trust her?
Yes.
Because you can't control what other people do. You can't
So
even
here's the
control
thing.
what she's going to do.
Here's my perspective about that, right?
Yes.
Granted, you're right. And I have no problem trusting her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I trust you, I don't trust him. That's what my statement is, right? So because I trust you, it's the end game. Okay, so whole time you was proper, you was doing your thing. In my mind, the nigga got a long term. That's how I feel like these niggas be you got long term. You're like, oh, one of these days that nigga gonna get her mad so she can come vent to me. You know what I mean? I'm past the trifling shit in my mind. Like you know what I'm saying? Some people are not on that type time. They got an end game. I've had homegirls that's strictly just homegirls. I don't look at them no other way. You know, and the love is there, and it's really just like y'all became sisters to me, and I don't have any of that energy towards you. That's just me being honest with myself. Regardless if I know the nigga, I don't trust the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like it's just not. Cause there's always in my mind, and it's not an insecurity. I'm not being insecure. It's just me and not trusting men. And that's a past issue. To be clear, I want to certify that is my issue. That is someone that did something to me, and I'm holding on to it. And I
Okay.
don't care what y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? This is how I feel, and it's
That's
deep.
for your life. I don't care. It's my feelings. It's my thoughts. I'm never letting go.
You feel
So
me? It's
people,
not
no,
I'm never
I
letting
don't.
go.
No,
I just
I
feel
don't
like
feel you. I don't feel you. I feel like you are holding on to that, and
right.
it's going to the fact that you like super okay with like JC. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm keeping it. It's blowing me right now because I don't even want to finish my point because it's like, nah, I hear you, but I just feel like
I'm gonna hear you up.
it's very unfair
Mhm.
to just look at all situations from that past lens,
So
right?
I'm sorry.
Because you can't base everything off that one situation. Like if it happened years and years and years and years ago, whatever, you're an old head. If it happened so many years ago, and like you haven't gotten over it, and I don't think you want to get over it. I think you want to hold on to that, so that could be your rationale for saying like, I don't trust niggas. My shorty can't go to the movies with a nigga. My shorty can't. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? I feel like
nah. So let me clarify. Let me clarify because I've never been one of them people. Maybe to my sisters, but I've never been one of them people in a relationship that would be overbearing, overwhelming, and be like, "Nah, you can't do this. Nah, you can't do that." I'm not a restricting person. I would more humble myself, and I'm just my demeanor is gonna change, and unfortunately, that I need to do better at that. But um, you're right because if the scenario was flipped and it was another female doing that to me, and I'm like, "Yo, you just holding on to something." Completely understand. Completely understand.
okay,
But fuck all that.
I
You know what I'm saying?
knew it.
I'm be fair. I'm be fair. So,
So,
but
so how would
what
you
I mean
have
by
me?
that
I'd be like,
is,
he get it, and
I
then
don't want to hold on to that. I actually let a lot of that go. I let a
uh-huh.
lot of that go. Honestly, I feel like I've grown, and I feel like because I'm not responding in that way with everything, I feel like that shows my growth. Now we talking
Okay.
about the movies. Now I don't trust that nigga. Now if it's a different situation and it's a different setting, and she's not reluctant to like, she's like, oh no, why do you want to come and it's me and him? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like then I'm gonna start. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
if it's on some like, I'm like, all right, well I'm gonna go too. We all watch Wicked. You know what I mean? If you really want him to go, um, and I don't want her to feel like I'm being insecure or anything like that. And I completely understand
Mhm.
what you're saying. Like I said, I feel like I've grown from that situation, and I don't want it to be the same. And I don't feel that same energy. But unfortunately, it's just one of those triggering things. So I think that I would put it so far back in the back of my mind that my initial response would be, "Oh, okay," and then it's gonna, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, "All right," and I think I'm gonna more so internalize it and vocalize and be like, "Nah, fuck that, you ain't going out with that nigga." I think I'll
Okay.
more so sit back and allow it to be what it be because I trust her. But
Okay.
I'm gonna internalize that and be like, "All right, well, you had fun." The nigga bought you popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, and then That's
I
just how my
mean,
energy is gonna be. I think that's
I
how I
know,
would do
but
it.
I feel like to the extent where like you can only voice your opinion, how you feel, you know what I'm saying, your thoughts. But at the end of the day, like you gotta trust this person enough to be like, all right, I know like where they are and what they going to do. You know what I'm saying, and it's not going to impede what we got going on. Or like I really don't 100% trust this person because although I'm saying I trust this person, if I don't trust the other person, like it shouldn't matter, right? Because my trust lies within the person that I love. So I don't give a freak how I feel about the other person. I don't trust them nothing because I know, or my assumption is that the person I'm dealing with is not going to take heed to any advances thrown your way. You know what I'm saying? And if there are advances, right, they should be made known to me. You know what I'm saying? So because then it's a conversation. Like, okay, so now you understand, right? Like maybe you should hang out with this homie, or maybe it's not really a homie, right? On either side, if that's what you know what I'm saying, if they shooting shots, you know, and y'all alone time.
So I would love to chop this into another session, but I'm
Okay,
gonna blurt this out.
here you go.
In my opinion, now I heard everything you said, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a really reasonable, you know, um thought process.
Okay.
Um I think all females. Okay, sorry.
Here we go.
90% of
Here
females.
we go.
How about that? I think 90% of females have a nigga on the back burner. Now hear me out. Y'all got back burner niggas, right? But that's what I'm gonna call it. So back
Okay.
burner niggas
Okay.
is just in case. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a trust fund nigga. Like a nigga just like if something go wrong, it's a retainer. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like now I know I ain't lying because women know the power of pussy. The smart woman. Now with that being said, if that woman has ever given it to that person or have not and had sprinkled some of this shit in his brain, but they never let him hit, his number's still on her phone just in case.
What is
Now
this?
shit go left or whatever going on, shit go left or whatever going on, you always know in the back of your mind, homie over there, right or wrong.
Are you asking me? Or are you speaking for 90% of women?
Nah. Based over your
Am I,
smile,
am
you
I
gotta
speaking?
retain a nigga.
Am I
You
speaking for
gotta
90?
backbone a nigga. I feel this is how I feel in my heart. I feel like y'all be having y'all don't speak on it, and women. I know y'all good with certain stuff. Y'all don't say nothing, but you don't have to comply. You don't have to give it up for the womanhood. But y'all got 90%. 90% of y'all got a back burner nigga.
I can't speak for 90% of women,
Okay. I'm
right?
gonna confirm for you.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny
Okay.
that may or may not be true for some people.
That's the Illuminati for the females. Got you. You don't wanna I got you.
I'm I'm just saying. So, and we can take it a step further and say people in general.
Nah.
Yes,
Nah.
people in general have people that they can go back to or that they hold on to in the event that something does not work out in their favor.
Can I speak on that?
Go ahead.
You said people, so that means that you're involving males, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so
Since
you
90%
saying
of women have a back burner, nigga.
so to be clear, right?
Uh huh.
Niggas could talk that shit how they got a side bitch or this and that.
Uh huh.
That really ain't reality. To be
It's not.
realistic, nah. You
It's
know
okay.
why?
Why?
The power of the vagina. It's such a powerful thing, right?
Is it?
It's so much dicks out here. Dicks would have like they would combine just to get one pussy.
I can't
One.
with you.
I'm not no, but if you think about it, if you set a trap and just start sending pheromones out, that one pussy, 10,000 dicks gonna come hurtling.
10,000.
10,000
Cool.
automatically, right?
Okay.
But
Uh-huh.
if it's vice versa, nigga, what make your dick different than the other niggas? You know what I'm saying? Because a
Okay.
lot comes with it. It's not just about yes, the power of the pussy, but it's more of a general thing. It's not just your ovaries and you know what I'm saying,
I was about to have an
your,
anatomy
your
lesson.
fallopian tube and it's just about that. You know what I'm
Not a
saying?
whole
It's
anatomy
actually
lesson.
bigger than that. I think that it comes into it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. As a man, I'm just saying I know it's a whole thing, and it's just like yeah, it's great, but men can't just act like we don't need y'all.
I mean, I don't think that I don't
Y'all need
disagree.
us too. Don't get it
Yeah,
twisted,
yeah,
fellas.
yeah, yeah.
Don't get it
I don't
twisted.
disagree.
But
Like it's a whole thing. I think for females, like it's not just like it's a whole feeling, right? It's not just that. Like it's a whole aura. It's a whole,
right,
like
right,
connection that kind of happens, and especially
right.
depending on the female. Like especially if her vibe is cool, right? So it's not just the sex, she also sets up or has this vibe about her that attracts people, you know what I'm saying? So couple that with a nice vagina, because I'm just using the technical term for it, I know you're a guy, you want to say pussy, whatever, that
Only because we're on podcast. I ain't saying
I know
pussy.
it's cool
I'll
with
be
her
real.
vibe, you know what I'm saying, all those things. So I get what you're saying, where there could potentially be men who are still around after a situation in a relationship,
I
whatever.
like how you what you put? That's margarine. That's margarine you put on this shit.
In the
What's
capacity, not in the capacity to be like, oh, this thing didn't work, but
I
they still,
fucking
you know what I'm
love it.
saying?
I
They
love
still,
it.
they
I
still
love
fucks
it. People,
with
you
her.
see this?
They still fucks with her because of who she is as a person.
I fucks with the way you articulated that to make it sound so good to
It
have a
is.
back burner nigga.
It isn't because it's not a back burner nigga thing. It's this shorty vibe is so authentic.
I want to hold on to it so
No,
when she ready to
no,
get me, she
no, no
gonna pick
matter
me
what,
up.
no matter what we've been through, like I can still see it. I'm saying, as long as it wasn't no traumatic, you know what I'm saying, ridiculous, out off the wall, beating me the fuck up type shit. Like she cool, it didn't work out, but like she cool. Like we might connect from time to time on some hey, what's going on, how you doing, type stuff. But I don't want to be like, oh, it's on some back burner shit. Like, oh, this nigga fucking up. Let me call X. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think.
You don't think, but
I'm
it's in
not
the
saying
back of your mind. Oh yeah,
it's
you know,
not.
the minute shit go left with the main nigga, I'm not saying it's on some. Again, if you agree, it's not like you on some whole shit. I'm just saying, as a female in the back end, y'all don't have to admit it, but I know there's a little increment that's just like, yo, when shit go wrong. Now, again, to be clear, if you really, really love somebody, you're not even thinking about the next person.
At all. At
So
all.
so let's get that out the way. For those who are good in their areas.
Exactly. It's not
But
even
we
a thought.
talking about the other ones, the regular people, the normal folk.
I mean, I don't even want to say. I believe, and this is, me,
Just your perspective,
my
right?
perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's always like, oh, you can't be friends with somebody you dated before, or you can't be friends with somebody you talked to, whatever the case is. I think depending on the maturity level,
This is true.
right? The maturity level of both people, where you recognize the relationship cut off at, right? And the why, and whatever it is that still brings y'all together whenever that happens. You know what I'm saying? Because there's still people that broke up, they still friends, they talk on some platonic stuff. It's still some people like, okay, we both still single, let's, whatever, when we can, whatever. That type of thing. But I feel like it has to make sense to the people involved, but also it has to be like, where do we draw this line? Because again, like if I do, not I, the people, right, if they do get into relationships, like is this the thing that you tell the person, you know what I'm saying, and then like how does that look moving forward, you know what I'm saying? But I don't, again, for 90% of the females who you feel have a back burner nigga, somebody just waiting in the suck to come slide in the gap,
Yeah,
and it may,
you just part of the 10%. That's
it
all.
may,
That,
I
in
mean,
conclusion,
inclusion.
you know what I'm saying? In
But
conclusion,
in conclusion, I'm part of the 10%.
that's right. That's
Go
right. Let's
ahead.
get that to you.
Well,
Let's
I
get
mean,
that to you.
but also it only makes sense to have a back burner nigga if you had a front burner nigga too. So since we're in this
Oh,
space, it wouldn't apply anyway because we're not there. So
oh my god.
I mean, your logic doesn't even suit my lifestyle right now.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
But
Well,
no,
I want to conclude this session. I think your answer was perfect. This was a good opportunity.
I like that.
I want to spin back around, and we're gonna have another session coming up. So, thank you, JC, for your time. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
See you next time.